Good evening, my name is Brittany Edwards. Today is July 23rd of 2021, and this is my bacterial morphology and staining technique lab. So for this part, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I kind of already labeled my slides. So like this one says one direct M, which means that it's just a direct and it's going to be from the mouth. So on the other side I did put a circle, and that's where my culture is going to go. So I'm going to grab a sterile swab. I'm going to vigorously wipe my teeth and my gums. And I'm going to take this and rub it on in the circle. Okay. And then I'm going to let this sit over here and dry. So then I'm going to start with the other one. And this is the three neg? Did I write it wrong? So sorry. Yeah, 3 neg M. So this is I don't think it's showing up right. It's the negative from the mouth. So I am going to lay that there. I am going to get my Congo red. And I am going to put a drop near the top. Ooh. And a paper towel. That's why I have a paper plate. I do have super white counters, and I don't want to stain my counters. There we go. So I'm going to put it right at the top. Just a drop. I'm just going to twist this back on. Definitely need to wipe that after it's leaking. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera over so that way you can see the drop. So I have it right there. I wish there was a better way to show this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to vigorously wipe my gums again with another sterile swab. It's my gums and my teeth. So then I'm going to take the swab and put it in the circle and just kind of rub. Okay. So after I rub that, I am going to take my other slide and smear it all the way. Okay. So now I'm going to let that sit and dry. And the first one that I worked on, the one direct, I am going to remove this. Going to light my candle. I can get my light to work. There we go, it's lit. And I'm gonna get a clamp. And clamp my slide and just put it over the heat. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and sit that down. And now I'm gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna go ahead into part 2 once that sits. Okay, so it's been about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the second portion of this lab. So this has been sitting and is now dry. This is the one with the Congo red, the negative stain. So it's ready for the microscope. As you can see, there's a stain right there. So that's all ready for the microscope portion. So this slide should be fully dry. This is the One Direct negative. So I am going to place it, this plate. I am going to place it in my staining cup. And I am going to use the Crystal Violet. I hope that's zooming right. And since the other one kind of opened funky, I'm gonna do it over the plate. Perfect. And then I am going to put drops on the circle. Let me just make sure, see if there's a certain amount of drops. Two drops. So I'm going to be adding 2 drops to the circle, and then I'm going to allow the stain to sit for 60 seconds. So one, 2, all right. It's sitting in the circle. And we're gonna let it sit for 60 seconds. So what I'm going to do after that sits, after the 60 seconds, make sure my timer is going. I am going to use this water to rinse it. I'm gonna rinse it until it's clear. So that way it could be ready for the microscope. And then that's going to conclude the exercise 1, the first lesson. It's almost there. So when I rinse it, I'm gonna do this over the plate so that way I'm not making a mess. But I'm gonna hold it at an angle as I'm rinsing until the water is clear. And then after that, I am going to pat dry with a paper towel. And then it's gonna be completely ready for the slides. All right, it's been 60 seconds. Let me move this out of your way so you could be able to see. So I'm gonna hold it at an angle like this. I take my water and I'm gonna rinse till it's clear. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my slide. And I'm going to take this paper towel and I'm going to pat dry. Okay. Now it's all ready for the microscope. Just going to get the excess on the back. Perfect. And that concludes exercise fun. Thank you.